Welcome back programmers. In the today's section I'm gonna show you how you can create the blogging website using Django Python. So in this one video you are gonna learn from scratch how you can create the blog site just like Blogspot or WordPress. So let's begin. So first create the PyCharm project. You can use any ID you want. I'm gonna use PyCharm. And then create the app, home app. You can name it anything. And in the home app just create the urls.py and don't forget to register this home app in settings.py and in main URL project just like I did in here. Now you can see in here I just use the views.home app. So let's create the home app in views.py of home app.views.py.home app. In here I just used the authorized user. It means whatever user is logged in, I'm passing that user through the context. So in the user account app, I already created the urls.py and login and registration system. Now if you don't know how to do this, link is in the description. You can check out and learn how you can create the registration and login and authorization in Django. Now in the home app you can see I just used if user is authenticated so on so show this else show this. Now if user is logged in so user can see this page hi username and registration and login if user is not logged in. Now you can see in here if user is logged in so user can see this hi system is the username and logout button. Now if user is not logged in so let's try to log out. So user can see this register or login. Now obviously when I click on the login it is gonna redirect me to the login section and so on so registration section. Now let's go in the home app. I just created the all-in-one home blog app, all-in-one code blog. In the all-in-one code blog URLs, first let's talk about blog home. In the blog home, in the views.py you can see I just use the blog home app. Now for blogging I use the models like these. Obviously the first is the root user. Root user means which user you want to store data, and I use the post title, post, image link, image code, source code link, source code file, HTML code, code link and date. Now if you don't want to do this all, you can just add the HTML code, date, root user and post title only. Now let's look at our blog. So when I click on the all-in-one code blog, you can see this is my titles. These are the blogs which I created. For example, when I go in the friends, you can see this is showing me the registration or login because I logged out. So I'm gonna quick login. So now I'm logged in. So you can see I'm seeing the friends post. Let's try another post like how I met your mother. You can see whenever I click on the how I met your mother, it is automatically redirecting me to the blog details and 10 is the ID of the particular blog. So you can see I can see the blog. Now if logged in user is the author of the post, for example when I go in here, when I go in the account app, you can see I can see all of the posts which created by system. Author is system, so I just got only one. But if I changed the account, let's try. So you can see I just logged in with the test1 and I got only one post in here too, Python data structure and algorithm. But when I click on that particular post, you can see it is redirecting me to that particular post, Python data structure and algorithm binary search. Now in here you can see the three main option: delete this post, edit this post and create post, and obviously the logout button in here. Now when I click on the edit this post, obviously you can see I can edit this post from here. Now let's first go on the create post. So when I go in the create post, I can see the three main box. Enter your title, enter your code link which is optional. My front end is not done yet. So and the main is this is the online HTML editor. I can add photo, video, link, I can change font and so on. So I can even copy another HTML. For example, you can see this is the Google website. I just clicked in the images. So what if I want to copy this full page? So I'm gonna just copy this full page from here, and when I paste in here, you can see this is totally working, and I got all of this HTML content in my page, and I'm gonna name it Google page. Now when I click on the submit button, you can see my blog is saved. You can see I got Google page, and this is my blog. Now post title is gonna store in here, and all of the HTML content is gonna store in HTML code. But how? So in the templates and in the all-in-one code blog and in the create post, you can see I just use the form method equal to post and CSRF token, and this is my post title, code link, and my main HTML editor is this. I just named it editor and code link and title. In the views.py, I just created the function named create post function. Now if request.method equal to post, so I just get the editor, title and code link text and so on. So in here you can see I'm extracting the particular columns from database user.objects.get id equal to request.user.id. Now request.user.id is whatever user is logged in and so on. So I just save the blog post model using obj, which is object of blog post model. You can see object.root user equal to usr obj, which means this object. Now this user is the official Django user model. You can see I just import in here from django.contrib.auth.models import user and so on. So I just save the title, editor and code link and so on. So date, because I am filtering all of the data by date and so on. So I just save that all data, and then I am redirecting all of the user to home app. So I just save the data. So we just save the data. But how you can do this? So this is the blog home and I am printing all of the title. But how you can do this? When I click on the particular title, it is showing me that particular titled post. So how you can do this? And for that you can see I just created the new URL blog detail, and this is that particular title's ID. Now let's see this. So in the urls.py you can see I just created the blog details and I just spiced the ID. So in the blog details function you can see I just created I am first returning the render blog details.html. So let's go on first blog home, and in here you can see I am first printing all of the blog title. You can see like this for I in blog obj, and this is the blog post obj, blog post model dot objects dot all dot ordered by date, and I am passing the I.id, which is that particular column's ID. Now this ID is gonna go in the urls.py, and in here you can see I'm passing the ID. Now this ID is gonna go in the blog details function. Now let's just go in the blog details function. So there it is. Now in here in the try you can see I am getting the user blog model.objects.get id equal to id. Now this id I am from model import star. You can see from dot model import star I am importing all of the models. So in here I just use the blog model blog post model to find that particular id which user is selected. Now if blog obj.root user.username equal to request.user.username, which means if this blog's author is the logged in user, so on, so show this option, delete this post, edit this post and create. Create is obviously all user can create post, but if logged in user and this post author is the same, so on, so show this, delete this post and edit this post, else don't show anything. For example, when I click on the Chandler, you can see I can't see anything in here. But if I go in the latest my Google page, you can see I'm seeing the delete this post and edit this post and create the post, and for that I just use the boolean delete post equal to false. But if logged in user and the author is the same, so delete post equal to true. Now in the expect, you can see blog object equal to 0, or else blog object equal to this, because I am fetching the id, and so on. So I pass all of this stuff in context. Now in the blog details.html, I am printing the username and logout button and so on. So delete this post. You can see I just use if delete post is available. So print this, delete this post and edit this post. But if the delete post equal to false, then print this, create post only, and so on. So I just created this search button too. Now in here you can see I am printing the blog object.post title, blog object.html code and blog object.code link. Blog object is nothing but we just fetch from that particular id which user is selected. For example, let's say Python search. So I just select the Python search which blog id is 7. So it is gonna fetch by 7. Now that you know how to redirect for particular blog item, so now let's just use the delete post. Now you can see when I go in my my blog. So let's try. My blog is first I'm gonna go in my account. You can see I got 2 blogs, Python data structure and algorithm, binary search and Google page. I'm gonna add another post in here so you can understand better. So I'm gonna create a post. Obviously I'm gonna copy post from website. So when I reload this site, you can see I got new text. How I Met Your Mother, 20 things that makes no sense about Barney. You can see I just created this post. Now what if user want to edit this post or delete this post? I'm gonna first delete one post which I created Google page. So if I just want to delete this post, you can see when I click on the delete this post, this is delete. That's simple. But how did I just do that? For that I just use the function delete post app. Now I am using the same method delete id as in here. You can see I just use the blog detail function id as the same. I'm using the delete post app and I just use blog post model.objects.get that particular id and dot delete method, and I'm redirecting to the home app. Now what if you want to edit, and for that I just created the edit post app function and so on. So I am using the edit id same as the details and delete post. Now in here I am doing something. If logged in user and the post author is the same, so on, so show this delete post, else don't show anything. As the same edit this post. When I click on the edit this post, you can see this is redirecting me to that edit post URL and 20 is the post number. So I can edit this post now. But how did I put all of the code in here and in here? And for that, in here you can see I am first extracting that particular column from database, and in here I am returning a render file edit this post, and in the context I am passing the edit post object. Now in the edit post object you can see blog post model.objects.get that particular id and so on. So you can see I am printing the value equal to edit post.post title. So now I got that particular post title. For example, when I go in the another post, let's say I have to go in here because I'm logged in with test1, so I don't know which is mine. Okay, Python data structure and algorithm binary search. So when I go in here, you can see I got Python data structure and algorithm because of that particular id. Now I'm doing like this, value equal to this is text box, so I can do like this, value equal to that particular id dot post title. So this is my post title from database and so on. So this is my HTML code and this is the text area. So I just used like this, you can see text area and edit post dot HTML code. Now but when I do like this Python, and I can remove this like Python edited post, and when I remove like this, I'm editing my post. I'm gonna remove this whole code in here. So when I click on the save button, what is happening? You can see this is perfectly edited. You can see Python edited post. When I click in here, you can see this is successfully edited. Even the title is edited like Python edited a post, and I can see my code in here. And for that I just use like this. If request.method equal to post, I am changing that data editor equal to request.post.get editor. First I am getting the data from form and so on, so I am saving the data edited object.html code equal to editor and title, and I am using edit object.save. So that's this short video how you can create the blog site. All of the code is gonna available in my all-in-one code.pythonanywhere.com site. Now if you didn't understood anything, the whole video of this all-in-one code developing website is gonna coming soon, and I think that video is gonna be a largest video of my all-in-one code YouTube channel. I think 3 or 4 or 5 hours something, because I'm developing a website from scratch and I'm recording all of this stuff. So if you didn't understood anything, that's okay, the video is coming soon. So that is it for today guys. If you like this video, just like this video, share this video with other programmer, hit on the bell icon so you'll never miss my latest video. So that is it for today guys. See you guys in the next video. Till then, just code.